weekend against Leeds. What are your plans? Obviously, you've been off of maternity leave. What's the next few weeks looking like for you?
Yeah, obviously, Leon Crick's been heading up all the operation of women's head coach since I went off in August. So I went off maternity, had another child, had my second son, and getting to a position now where he's approaching 7 months, so able to look at coming back into work, and it being the right thing for the team and for me and for family at home and the club. So yeah, over April, Leon will be heading up this game this weekend, and then we'll start sort of a slow transition across April, with a view for me starting back properly as head coach in May. Just Leon's been brilliant, so just really appreciative of him, supporting me in that role to have that time and keeping me in the loop. I think he'll be glad when his phone don't go every other day with me. We're catching up with him, but the girls and him and the staff have been brilliant at giving that space, and I know that they're in a real good spot heading into this weekend's fixture, and Leon and the team are looking forward to getting out there, and couldn't think of a better way of doing it at home as well. So really excited to run out at Headingley and get our campaign underway.
A few changes to the squad. You've got some of the young girls in. For fans who may not have seen those in action, tell us a little bit about those players that have come in and what it was about them that made you think they'd make it.
Yeah, well, obviously some of the girls came up and got a taste of it last year. To name a few, was Ebony Stead, Ruby Walker, Ruby Bruce. They've made themselves a permanent fixture within that squad, and rightfully so. They were exciting coming back in the last year, and I think that everyone who's looking forward to seeing us in 2025 will certainly be looking forward to seeing them with a full pre-season under the belt. Obviously Grace Short started a little bit earlier than them last year, but again had a full pre-season under her belt, so it'll be exciting to see them get going. There's other girls within that have been given the opportunity to step up to the women's squad, in Connie Boyd, Frankie Blakey and Lily Thompson, so it's just really exciting to have them in for a full pre-season and then to get their season underway. They're excited. Some of them are more about learning week on week and taking an opportunity as and when it comes. For others, we'll see their names on the team sheet quite regularly, and I think Tom's just mentioned it there about the Super League generation. They've come through watching some of the players like Courtney and Hannah, and now they're ready to take to the field themselves, and that's something that we're really proud of and excited at Leeds, and just really looking forward to seeing them get going and having that balance of some experience that we've brought in the likes of Mel and Lacey and Tally as well, who's joined us this year.
I was going to talk to you about, you've also been able to bring in those two experienced players, but also you've got some girls who have come through our academy, Caitlin, Kira, and also the addition of Bethan. There's still a lot of experience within our squad, isn't there? And then you've been able to bring those two into. So do you feel it's a good mix this year?
Yeah, I think it's a real good mix, and I think that there's, you speak about the experience in the terms of we've got those girls who went over to play for England and have played in big games. Outside of that, that game that happened a couple of weeks ago, they've been to World Cups, they've been to PNG. The likes of Kira, Izzy, Bella, Shannon Lacey, coming to see Shannon Lacey coming back. She were over with them girls who toured Papua New Guinea and went to play over there in those competitions for England. Had a terrible injury, but the resilience for her as a player and a person. I think I speak for the rest of the girls and some of the fans will be just really excited to see Shannon back out there. Experiencing the likes of Bethan, Wales captain, has played cross code, dual code, and played at real high levels. And then we spoke about bringing Mel in. You can already tell she brings an air of calm and composure, and it's just really exciting. But I think outside of that, there's players that you maybe not expecting to see, really assert themselves. And I'm not going to name any names, but there's certainly names that I'm thinking of right now who I've come back and had a bit of time off and come back into training and gone, she didn't train like that last year, or she's coming to her own this year, and I'm dead excited to see those players go. I think we've got quite a handful of names, and the one thing I can say about the girls, we've got some very, very fit players who work hard and pride themselves on performing. So yeah, I'm really excited. I know the girls are excited, the coaching staff are excited for this weekend, and then just to get the season underway and make sure we're challenging ourselves week in, week out to be better and to keep challenging and competing.
Just finally, you're here for the Super League launch. Tom there was speaking about how far it's come from someone who was here right at the beginning. How exciting is it today to see new clubs coming in and how far it's grown?
Yeah, it's massive. I think a really easy way that I can sort of reflect on it is like speaking about maternity leave. I kind of said at the beginning, like, the game's changed so much. So when I came back with Ollie, I came back a lot sooner and jump straight in, but there weren't as many commitments. It wasn't as competitive. It wasn't as professional as it is now. Like the role requires a lot more attention and a lot more commitment than what it did 4 years ago, and I think that speaks volumes around what I kind of felt I needed to do to make sure that the girls and the club got the best support, and that when I came back I'm ready to give everything I've got to the group and to the season. So the game's just grown and grown from strength to strength, and we need to be much better, and we need to keep challenging, and we need to, I think Tom's mentioned a strategic review that definitely needs to be undergone, and see how we can make Women's Super League better and how we can support the international game as well to make sure that performance is at the forefront.